Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the program Great Minds, the program that is dedicated to giving you the best in entertainment, gist, informations that are positive and will change you positively. It's a youth program, and this is your favorite station, NTA. I'm not alone in the studio as usual. Tolu is in the house.
Hello, Jamal.
I'm good. What's happening?
Nothing much.
How is Ibadan treating you? Let me be the first to ask you the question.
To ask me that today. But it's fine.
Hope rain has not caught you somewhere and dealt with you or something.
I'm still chilling.
Yeah, you know you are not a rainy season
I'm
person.
not a rainy person. I'm not a rainy season person. So.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about something that is very, very sensitive. But let me start this way. There is a particular topic that has generated so much controversy and so much debate on a global scale, and that's homosexuality. So many scientists have been arguing it. So many believe it is as a result of nature, while others believe it is as a result of nurture. Some are in between and they believe it's a combination of both nature and nurture. And others believe it is just a mere variation in human sexuality. What is your own view? What is my view? We are going to talk about it and we're going to digest it as we go on the show. Tolu, what do you think homosexuality is all about?
Well, homosexuality, for me, my view, Jamal, homosexuality is a taboo for me. Why would you say homosexuality meaning that sexual relations among the same sex, sexual romance among the same sex? This is really it's kind of weird for me, because you find a situation whereby the same men will be moving and then you get married, and that is why our society doesn't even agree to it. That is why if you hear that, if you want to turn to a woman now, if you want to be gay today now, you're going to end up being in jail for how many years? How many years is it?
It's close to 14 years or so.
Okay.
Thereabout.
So, but for me, I just believe it's a weird thing. It is not a condition. It is not something that has actually that you're born with or anything. It's a behavior. It's something you just do.
Let me not cut you short.
Okay.
But let's talk about the transsexuals now. There are people that have actually started going for surgery, the transgender surgery of a thing. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've
there's even this lady that I saw online. She was I think the whole concept was about transgender freedom day or something. She was talking about experiences. She talked about how she felt bad along the line when she had the two. I think she had to change. She had to choose. She had she had the opportunity to choose, and then she was celebrating herself for that freedom, because there was a time she was jailed for changing to be for changing her sexual organs and everything. There was a time she was just celebrating her freedom and everything. So these people, I've never really. That's what I'm saying. I've never really heard of it. I was so surprised.
There's this man now, like it's all over the social media. The Bruce Jenner stuff. The stepfather of Kim Kardashian. Yeah. The man actually has undergone the final stage of surgery that leads or is called sexual reorientation. Sexual reorientation. He is fully a lady now. This is a man that was once an Olympic gold medalist.
Seriously.
In 1976. Yeah. He's a full functional man that had a family.
I heard he was actually
has decided that
he divorced his wife.
He
was alone.
He
was on his own.
When he was interviewed that why did you go on with the first surgery, he said he was suffering from the break, and so it affected him and all that.
It was just on his own. He had his own time to think.
I read from a gossip
type.
That he actually was actually ill, and the doctors suggested that he should undergo some certain surgery, and one of them affected the way he looked. So he kept on doing more and more surgeries and all that.
But even before those things, all those, I'm I'm sure he must have thought of it. He must have thought of it. He must have been wanting to be a lady or anything. You can't just start it like that. And I'm sure it can't even be because of all those wrong operations and all. So,
the man is not really a transsexual person because he's a fully functioning human being, male.
Yes.
Before now. When we say transsexual, we're talking about those people that actually have both of the sexual organs getting ready to come out in them.
Yes.
So they would have to decide whether to
Choose.
mute the female and allow the male to continue, or to mute the male and allow the female to continue. But before we continue our discussion, we should go and get information from medical people, from psychologists, from sociologists, or whoever that is out there that can actually give us really an insight, because this thing is becoming viral. It is becoming viral.
It is, especially in this our generation.
I'm
so many
you,
people, they are just...
My word for it is everybody wants to explore new things.
Juma, would you ever want to change to a lady?
Okay. Let me hold you right there. If we continue like this, we will not hear the view of the public. Let's go out there for Vox Pop. We'll be right back.
Well, basically, we use such terms on people who, for one reason or the other, feel that by being born a male or being born a female, they feel somehow inadequate to be so labeled or so seen as a male, and they feel that, or a female, and they feel that it's by adopting or acquiring the look and the perception of the other gender that makes them feel fulfilled, and on that they want to be rather appreciated, acknowledged, or addressed as being maybe a male or a female, whereas they are of the opposite sex. It's a little complex to be able to say precisely that this is the real cause of transsexualism or transgender, or whatever you want to call it. There isn't any specific known cause that we can say 1 + 1 = 2. We don't have that kind of a theory in this explanation. But there are other theories that can lend some explanation to why people behave that way. When there's one that could be linked to maybe one doesn't feel fulfilled with the gender that he carries naturally, biologically. And for that reason, he feels that if there is anything that could be done to make him look like someone else of the opposite gender, he wouldn't mind having that opportunity. And we have seen this in times past, and I can remember in the 70s, there used to be an actress in those days, that's in southwestern Nigeria, very, very popular actress. But at a point in time, she was a female. She felt for one reason or the other, being a stage performer, that anyway, even being a female at that point in time, I'm just giving an historical background to this behavior in our environment, that this has been around, it's been with us for some time, but it's not this common. There are many things that can make one to desire to tilt towards, the sex originally that he was born with. Okay, you were a male, and for one or the other, one was castrated at one point in time or the other. Castration in one way or the other could make the person to feel, am I a male? Do I have all the features of being a male? Why don't I associate with being a female? And that could in one way or the other make the person, engender the person, encourage the person, motivate the person to want to be like the opposite sex. And because of that feeling of inadequacy based on the current state of gender that it manifests in terms of physical characteristics. But there are other things that could also, in one way or the other, preempt this, like hormonal interventions. Of course, the hormones that help us to be who we are, there are two of a kind. We have androgen, we have progesterone. The more of androgen you have in you will make you to desire to be more like a male. The more of the progesterone that you have in you will make you to feel like and behave like a female. So, but when one now goes on hormonal supplements, you are maybe before, definitely maybe on your own part, you are not feeling fulfilled physically as a male, and you desire that you want to look at a female, if any treatment along the line was given to you that had to do with progesterone, it has to do with estrogen, at that point in time, that may be in one way or the other buffering, helping, strengthening your chance of wanting no longer to be like a male to now being like a female, because progesterone and estrogen, they will make you to be more feminine, whereas androgens will make you to be more like a male. In fact, the environment is a major factor in the delineation of the capacity to or tendency to either be an homosexual or not. Whereas there are two types. There is a group of people where they will desire to be like a woman, but they are men, but they desire to be. They are naturally attracted to being to women. So it's a man. It's a man, but it's naturally seeing some other men in the image of being like women. Some of these women, you see them the way they appear on the TV, like celebrities. They have eyeshadows, they have hair studs, and they paint, they roll their body in one way or the other. They are men, but for one reason or the other men will desire that is this kind of person I desire to even have as an associate, as a sex partner, or somebody that's my confederate. Such individuals will be attracted away from their normal gender to a gender that ideally their own gender, but they will be perceiving that person that they are seeing as an image that is valuable, as somebody that they can take as a spouse. That doesn't click in them. That doesn't, tickle them. They rather naturally feel that, it's somebody within their own cluster, within their own genetic constitution, in terms of being male, that they want to make as, partners in sexual relationships, in spousal relationships, and things like that. And society plays so much role in this. In a society now where you have people that are, so to say, celebrities, musicians, people that they see as being responsible, now wearing ear studs, putting on scarves and tying the scarves to the back, and they stand on the stage, they roll the body, and they do one thing or the other, they twist their body like women also will twist their body. The young people see these ones as images that could be copied. They see them as models or people that should be associated with. In cross-dressing, we mean this situation whereby the male now may put on, a skirt, or put on a wrapper, or put on a blouse, or even wear, bra and things like that. Well, ordinarily you wouldn't have expected, all things being equal, that a man will use bra, or a man will use hair stud, earring, or wear skirt outside. But people go for major shows now, entertainers and all that, they put some of these things on, and our generation has seen, because especially youth, they get confused so easily. They want to do things not the normal way. So when you begin to do something new, they may be thinking maybe that is the better way to do it. The other mechanism by which others are doing it, maybe it's a cake. It's not twitch, they will say. That means they are not the former generation, they are not conscious, they are not exposed, they are not educated. So they want to do what these little variant people are doing, to also carve a niche for themselves. Because maybe I should say this again: if you have been doing what others have been doing, the way others have been doing it, you'll not be noticed. But when you now do something in a different way, you attract attention. The attention that the society now gives to them is a reward to them that makes them to continue in that line of reasoning. And they feel that because people are making so much noise about me, then I think I'm important. They are used to
individual that is engaging in such acts. Some people see it as bad, and then some people they see it as good. And it depends on the major factors behind it is basically globalization, like the influence of Western cultures on our own culture. It depends on the Western values, and then through their values, we try to imbibe their cultural trait, and then through down, some people say, it is normal, and it is based on your perception. How do you see yourself? Because some people, they don't see themselves as being buoyant. They don't see themselves they can do something. They see they have they are being pressurized by what other colleagues in their department, maybe in their environment, it depends on societal pressures.
Well, I think cross-dressing, first of all, sometimes can be a gender identity crisis. Some people that cross-dress have the issue of not knowing whether they are male or females, which is actually a biological and psychological problem. And they shouldn't be shunned as that. Of course, there are people that do it for fashion, people like tomboys and the rest. And, well, we're in a free country, so everybody's allowed to do whatever they feel is right. And I don't see anything wrong with cross-dressing.
Okay, let me say, elementarily, at this stage of latency, you find individuals want to identify with their same-sex other individuals. Like, girls want to be with girls, a girl wants to be with other girls, a guy wants to be with other guys. Now, if that individual at that stage is able to resolve that conflict of staying with same sex to the genital, which has to do with opposite sex, and of course, in general, that's what leads to marriage, because there's this tendency of feeling self-love for opposite sex. Now, for others that were unable to resolve that conflict, that became fixated, and they want to keep remaining at that level, and that leads to homosexuality, gay kind of sex, and the lesbianism. So if that individual is unable to resolve that conflict, it could also be shown in their appearance, in terms of the clothing they put on. You see a guy putting on a female clothing, not because he wants other people to see him like that. It's just a reflection from his heart, from who he is. And at times it could be a born heart attitude of being sexy, if some people may say it. So personally, I'm not really against such people. It's just a conflict, what we call conflict, unresolved conflict they were unable to resolve, if I may use the word. And my view for them, some of them need to seek counselors.
What I think prompts cross-dressers is basically the need for freedom. The society we live in is very judgmental, and so some people try to push it to the limit and see what's the most they can do with their freedom.
It was a guy who was painting his lips and using his eyeshadow. So it's also irritating to me.
There was a guy who had a white shirt on, blue pant trousers, he had a scarf, and then he had a Tanzanian outfit that was meant for the females. He had his leg makeup on and he was feeling good about himself.
Jeans, all-stars, a regular shirt like a guy, cut her hair short and everything. If she didn't have boobs, there was no way you know she was a girl.
Supposing my boyfriend cross-dresses, I'll feel bad.
Personally, I won't feel too good about it. But as a psychologist in training, I will understand the fixations involved. And I would personally see to it that she gets resolved as soon as possible.
Well, I'm sure you've heard from the professionals and of course the voice of the people. There's just a clear difference that you should understand between the transsexuals and the homosexuals. This is really, really different. And I'm sure you would want to, go deep into research about this thing, because it is very, very important. And I just hope you have clear understanding.
We're going to go to entertainment this with Mide to get what he has for us this week, and we'll be right back.
Over the weekend, BET had its annual award to celebrate black performing arts, and an award is annually given to the best African act, although it has become a norm to give these awards 10 a.m. before the show starts backstage. This year was no exception. When a Ghanaian won, there was backlash from several African artists all over social media. Lots of Nigerians still grace this occasion despite criticizing the organizers for their blatant disrespect of African music. Nicki Minaj was able to retain the award for the best female rapper at the BET Awards, which she has been receiving since 2010. That is 6 years in a row. Congratulations. West Africa's highest grossing movie, 30 Days in Atlanta, won 4 awards from 15 nominations at the maiden edition of the Golden Movie Awards held at the State Banquet Hall, Ghana. This is coming just after AY, the producer of the movie, is preparing to do a sequel with Hollywood and Nollywood stars in August right here in Nigeria. Nicole, 37, who recently broke up a 7-year relationship with the world #1 Formula 1 driver Lewis Hamilton, who is also 30 years old, because he was not ready to settle down. The former Pussycat Dolls lead singer is now dating someone 14 years younger than her, and new boy toy is a 23-year-old footballer, Kasami, who plays for Fulham. Well, I'm guessing that every man our age is probably married right now with kids. 65-year-old transgender Kathleen Jenner made her nightlight debut as she stepped out for a dinner at an Italian restaurant with a tight black dress and high heels so that everybody could probably notice her. To some light sport news, 33-year-old Peter Cech has finally made the switch to London rivals Arsenal against the wish of the special one, Jose Mourinho. This will make for an interesting season, as Cech would have a chance to win a cup for his new club against Chelsea in the prestigious Carling Cup. Wimbledon, one of the most anticipated 2 weeks of tennis, has finally begun. World number 1 Novak Djokovic will be looking to defend his title. Andy Murray, the only British in this competition, who coincidentally ended Britain's 77 years wait for a homegrown winner. This year is already looking exciting with anticipated upsets, although all eyes will be on the big five: Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal, Andy Murray, Roger Federer, and my favorite, Stan Wawrinka. To the movie of the week. This is the remake of a long-awaited, groundbreaking Jurassic Park series. Jurassic World can't match the original for sheer inventiveness and impact, but it works in its own right as an entertaining and visually dazzling popcorn trailer. Our video of the week is by Miss KDK, Chidima, If No Be God. Great mind continues after this. Stay tuned.
Thank you. So our hip hop group, our choir will now come out and sing, because we know that God has blessed you, and therefore only get blessing. If you don't bless us, something will make it. Something will happen to you. Come out and bless us. Let's welcome our choirs.
There is something that makes me come into your presence, my ever. Yes,
If you're not big God, where I for
If you know big car, oh daddy, see my shocky, this is my shocky. You feeling me shocky? Oh daddy, you dey feel my shocky, you dey see my shocky. You must feel my shocky.
Suspect on the mix.
Mide, thanks for that very, very inspiring entertainment.
You know, it was really hot.
It was really, really hot. Yeah, please get advice, get professional help before you can proceed and do anything. And youths, stay real. Bye-bye.